Hello and welcome back to Factorio, Bob's Mods and Angel Ores, the game where iron shortages are a thing. Where it is not only your life, it is also the most crushing reality you will ever know. That's right, once again we are running low on iron because it means that we can't actually do anything else. We can't create things. At the end of the last episode we started working on creating our circuit area. However, this was cut short by the realization that once again I am out of belt. And I am out of belt because I am out of iron. We really need to go do something about this. Unfortunately, our ability to make where are they? The smart inserters is potentially a very long way down the track. I don't even know. Bob's Mods and Angel Ores adds a whole bundle of research that I'm not entirely sure where I am anymore. All I do know is that I'm fairly certain it requires green science, and for green science we need blue circuitry, which is what this is all in aid of. I'm going to continue having a look at all this at another point, probably off camera, and maybe then we might get things done. But yes, our auto science has sort of just taken over everything and is just, you know, running through anything that requires red science because at least we can make a little bit of that. Very good. One thing we don't really need a whole bundle of is copper. As you can see, it's fairly well backed up to, well, everything really. We can actually now create some more furnaces as well, because I do believe we will be needing a few more steam engines at some point. Potentially, yes. There we go. But yes, ferrying iron through hand is a little irritating, to say the least. Oh, cool. We now have the ability to not only destroy the forests, we can create our own. Yay! Fly, my pretties. Take out all the greenery. Yes, we're going to output onto these belts here. The input is going to be on the outside. And this is going to directly then feed into something else. Aha, we are creating belts. In fact, I think we'll just use a standard splitter here. Eventually these will be turned into, we'll obviously have more belts coming from our greenhouses from further up that way, but also that will be where all of our wood comes from as well. We'll just dump a whole stack in there, dump a whole stack in there. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have better electricity poles at some point. It will happen eventually. We're actually going to run the power off this way, but it will eventually, well, when we have some more anything really. I'll just grab a whole bundle of copper, grab all of this iron that is sitting here. Let's grab just a couple of stacks of wood so that we can continue auto-crafting some of these poles and our assembly machine ones. Be good. And then we will see about creating a few more of those and 6 more of those. Cool. The other things we got done under here, we got silos. We got the next level of crusher, which we need stone brick. So we're going to have some brick smelting set up soon enough, and all sorting facilities which will allow us to get more iron, which will actually turn all of this blue into the blue of the iron that we know and love from the vanilla game. Right now, actually, I'm just going to get some more stone so we can create some more burner ore crushers. That should do. And we'll just bump our production up here a little bit. This is almost turning into a never-ending nightmare for me. Not saying that I'm not enjoying it, it's just, it requires a lot of thinking, which is not something you'd think you'd need in a computer game. But, as everyone now is well aware, computer games are actually very much, there's a term for it. Anyway, enough of that. We're going to see about maybe getting to the next bit, which is boards. I think we'll make 5 of this one. So wooden boards goes into these ones. So this goes into these wooden boards. Doesn't require anything else. To quote a very old TV show, that's all there isn't any more. Going to output here. Eventually we'll be able to do funky things with the belts. This will eventually have more options, an ability to choose which side of the belt we drop onto. But right now, we don't really care about that. We just want to get this started and sorted. This is actually going to come over here. We're actually going to create, we're actually going to peel off some of the copper. We're going to send that down, and we're going to actually, because we're going to get set up for this next one, it requires copper cable. Which is found here. We're going to send copper in on the... I'm going to send copper on the copper on the outside, copper plate on the outside, and copper cable on the inside. I think we're actually going to create... We're actually going to make this a little bit bigger. Actually, no. Let's just leave it at 4. If we need more, we can always create another one, because we will actually need this at a later point for other things, like tinned copper wire, which is vital for us to have throughout those blue circuits that we were talking about earlier in the other episode. Sorry if it feels like we haven't really done much of anything. It is very slow going, this mod pack, because it does actually require a lot of things to happen. And eventually, hopefully, we can get everything squared away. Alright, that now has power. That is unloading, and soon there will be all of the lovely wooden boards coming through. There we go. Wooden boards are all filtering through. Nice. Now, let's see about splitting some of that copper off. Ground there. Eventually there will be more iron coming through, hopefully. At some point, maybe, who knows. But when it happens, it'll be nice. We're in the business of creating super factories to do all the things for us. This one we'll create 5 of. And as a matter of fact, it's going to have double lanes. Because it requires 2 things now. So we've got our wooden boards and our copper cables. We're going to create our basic circuit boards. To copy across everything, I'm just shift right clicking and then shift left clicking on all the other ones that I need to have this particular setting. For now, we will use our rather slow long-handed inserters. We'll just put one in between each of these, like that. Power all of them, and put an output. In fact, we're actually going to have the output come this way, pass underneath. Because this is going to be one of the ones that we bus as well. Splitter there, move you into that. I'm going to send some of you off that way to the bus, and some of you off this way towards our blue circuit facility, which will be here. As you can see, I've tried to make it as small as possible, but it is already huge. Very much so. We are going to turn this around. It's beginning to look very much like a spaghetti factory. It's unfortunate, but not much of a choice. These basic circuit boards are actually very useful in creating a whole lot of stuff. So it is actually very important that we do actually get this started and underway. Right, that is now all going. And it looks like we need to ferry some more raw materials over. But we are now over time by 2 minutes. We'll see you again in the next episode.